And we're here tonight in the heartland of our nation to celebrate the most successful first 100 days of any administration in the history of our country.
President Donald Trump marked 100 days in office. That's where we're starting the 7 from The Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn, in for Hannah Jewell. It's Wednesday, April 30th. Let's get you caught up with today's 7 stories. Trump returned to Michigan to celebrate the first 100 days of his second term. That was one of the battleground states he won in November. At a rally yesterday, Trump was met by the kind of cheering crowds that marked his campaign. He touted his rapid pace over the past 3 months.
In 100 days, we have delivered the most profound change in Washington in nearly 100 years. I read an editorial today that this is the most consequential presidency in history. How about that? And it wasn't even by a group that would normally be supporting us. It was a group of people that I think they tend to be on the liberal side.
In 100 days, Trump has levied tariffs on foreign imports, sending markets into a frenzy. He has imposed drastic government cuts, pressed for significant deportations of undocumented immigrants, and issued pardons to those who participated in the riot at the Capitol on January 6, 2021. In our newsletter today, you can find 7 polling numbers and 10 charts that sum up Trump's first 100 days. And there's a fact check of his recent interview with Time magazine. Just follow the link in our show notes. Number 2 is a Post exclusive. The U.S. Postal Service has started assisting Trump's mass deportation effort. USPS has a little-known police and investigative force. It's called the U.S. Postal Inspection Service. It monitors the outside of envelopes and packages, as well as Postal Service online account data. The force is primarily tasked with keeping the mail system safe and sifting illegal items, like narcotics and child pornography, out of the mail. But yesterday, the Post reported the force has quietly begun cooperating with federal immigration officials to locate people suspected of being in the country illegally. The effort is geared toward deporting those people. The postal collaboration marks a significant escalation in the Trump administration's immigration crackdown. Number 3. U.S. economic growth probably slowed in the first 3 months of 2025. This morning, the federal government will release a new report on gross domestic product. It will offer the latest snapshot of the economy, and it's expected to give us our first look at the impact of Trump's tariffs. Economists surveyed by Bloomberg expect annualized growth of 0.3% in the first quarter. That would be the worst level since early 2022, when lingering pandemic complications slowed the supply chain. There's not much clarity on what comes next, but the Trump administration's sweeping new tariffs, which include a 10% tax on all imports and up to 145% on Chinese goods, have raised concerns that inflation may get worse in the coming months. Number 4. Florida lawmakers have voted to ban fluoride in drinking water. Florida's state legislature passed this bill yesterday. Public water systems add fluoride to drinking water to help strengthen teeth. It's credited as a major factor in the decline in tooth decay in the second half of the 20th century. But more recently, fluoride has become a target of the Trump administration, and specifically Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. The cause has been picked up by conservatives. Republican Representative Danny Alvarez made this argument on the Florida House floor yesterday.
Does the government have the right, by a mere simple majority vote, to put medicines and drugs and chemicals into your body that you did not consent to?
Fluoride is a naturally occurring mineral. If Florida Republican Governor Ron DeSantis signs the bill, it would make Florida the second state to ban the additive after Utah. The Trump administration says adding fluoride to water is harmful, but dentists and public health experts say removing the mineral would harm oral health. Mentions of DEI are vanishing from corporate filings. That's our 5th story. Last year, members of the S&P 500 recorded the fewest references to diversity, equity, and inclusion in their annual reports to the Securities and Exchange Commission since 2020. A post-analysis revealed how companies are editing their language to remove direct references to DEI. Anti-DEI pressure campaigns by conservative activists have increased in recent years, especially after the Supreme Court struck down affirmative action in college admissions in 2023. And since returning to office, President Trump began purging DEI programs from the federal government and pressuring the private sector to do the same. Number 6, just a half hour of weight training can make you stronger. A new study revealed some good news for people who want to work out but are kind of lazy. It only takes a little bit of weight training to get kind of swole. Participants in the study gained significant muscle mass and strength from just 2 30-minute sessions of resistance exercises each week. They did 9 common upper and lower body gym exercises and didn't even have to push their muscles that hard. Strong, healthy muscles help protect against diabetes, arthritis, and other diseases. They also fend off frailty and premature death. And best of all, you don't have to be one of those guys who grunts in the gym for hours to see benefits to your health. Number 7 today will have you saying, "Good day, mate," or maybe "Good day, y'all." An escaped kangaroo caused chaos in Alabama. Yesterday, drivers on Alabama's Interstate 85 saw a very unusual sight, a kangaroo. The loose kangaroo managed to cause a 2-vehicle crash before it was shot with tranquilizers. Thankfully, nobody was injured, not even the kangaroo. Macon County Sheriff Andre Brunson live-streamed the incident on Facebook.
Wow. A kangaroo fell in Tuskegee, Alabama, Macon County. We see a little bit of everything here. The Associated Press reported that the kangaroo had escaped from a nearby resident who kept it as a pet and whose family owns a petting zoo. The sheriff's video showed the kangaroo's owner collect the tranquilized pet and carry it back to his vehicle. You can see video of the kangaroo this morning in our newsletter. And hey, Alabama residents, please keep a closer eye on your kangaroos. All right, you're all caught up. If you like the podcast, a great way to support our work is through a subscription to the Washington Post. Right now, you can get a year's access for a mere $40. That's a bargain to stay informed in a busy news cycle. And you can use the money you save to update the security of your kangaroo enclosure. Subscribe to the Post by going to washingtonpost.com/subscribe. I'm Christina Quinn. We'll meet you back here tomorrow.
I'm Robin Gavon, and I'm the senior critic at large for The Washington Post. I write about politics and race and the arts. You know, there's so much information and misinformation coming at people. And for me, a critic's job is to really cut through that and attempt to direct people towards what is of value. Subscribers are definitely the most engaged, and they're the ones that I feel like I'm most often having a conversation with. People who are really engaged in our culture and engaged in civic life in a way that can be really transformative. When you subscribe to The Washington Post, you support this kind of journalism. Learn more at subscribe.washingtonpost.com. I'm Robin Gavon, and I'm one of the people behind the Post.